Can I introduce him since he's in my district?
Yes, you may. Come on up. Come on up.
You know,
Everybody here for this, come on up.
and I know you're going to talk about the event on Saturday. I'll have someone from my office there. I'm not in town, and thanks for all of your work and
thank you.
First in so many areas.
And I'm just going to say he was the youngest mayor elected for Pinole. First Filipino-Japanese descent. Let's see, graduate of Davis, is that right?
That's correct.
I did a little bit of homework on you.
Go Ags.
So, yeah, so welcome and thank you for being here.
Oh, well, thank you all. So first and foremost, good morning and happy Filipino-American History Month. I'm Campus Sasai Mayor representing the City of Pinole, proud constituent of District 1, Supervisor Joy's district. And first and foremost, want to say I love the diversity of just the staff here that I'm seeing here in these chambers, the board and residents. I'm sure all of you know this, but in Supervisor Scales' Presence District, City of Hercules, that is the Filipino capital of Contra Costa County. It is the daily city of the East Bay. And in Supervisor Carlson's district, he has the only Jollibee in Seafood City in Contra Costa County. And so I'm there on my lunch breaks. And it is always
District 1, we have you.
Yes. We're waiting. But it's always an honor to be here with you all, board. And I first want to say thank you to Mari Solis, Lionel Galiste, and all the staff at EHSD who has committed to prioritizing this resolution coming back every single year, and also Chair Anderson as well for championing that as well. So please give a round of applause to EHSD and their entire staff. You know, it was about a year ago, October 2024, when we had a student leader by the name of Dylan Reyes come here. And he, at the time, was an intern for the town of Danville, also interned for Chair Anderson at the time. And he took on this role of reaching out to all the local historians, all the local elected officials in Contra Costa County to put together this comprehensive language that we now see here in the resolution that we have today. And it goes through all of the contributions of not just Filipino Americans nationally, but also here locally in Contra Costa County. And now, of course, we've all probably expected he's doing amazing things. He's now a first-year student at Stanford University and is doing incredible things for years to come. So just want to give him that gratitude for his leadership in making that possible for this county. This resolution outlines the history of our people here in our country, from the first Filipinos coming here to Morro Bay, California in the 1500s, to the Filipino Americans who worked in the canneries, folks who worked in Stockton, California, who were kept out of public facilities, who were kept away from access to housing and were brutalized in the streets in the early 1900s, and also to the farm workers. We talk a lot about the legacy of folks like Cesar Chavez and Dolores Huerta, who were legends. But we don't really talk much about Larry Itliong and Philip Veracruz, who were the leaders of the Filipino farm worker movement in Delano, and put their lives on the line to fight for the rights of workers, the dignity of workers, and was there striking in the hunger strikes with Cesar Chavez and folks like Robert Kennedy. And we have to really observe that, keep that in mind, but also understand that Filipino-American history is also something that is recent, right? We have folks like Gabe Quinto, who was the first Filipino-American elected to the El Cerrito City Council, and the first LGBTQ mayor of the city as well, and is now becoming president of Cal Cities. We have folks like Judge Benjamin Reyes, who was a former city attorney for the City of Pinole, first Filipino-American to serve in that role, and went on to become the first Filipino-American judge, Superior Court judge in Contra Costa County. And I ran for election in 2022, fresh out of college at UC Davis, and I'm honored to be the first Filipino-American to represent the City of Pinole, and want to make sure every single day I'm not just a symbol of progress, but I also take our values seriously when it comes to working families, protecting immigrant communities and really representing our communities well. And I also want to mention the first person who received this award, I mean, this resolution proclamation was A.G. Rob Bonta, who was here. He was the first Filipino to serve in the state legislature, and he is the first state attorney general in California to be Filipino American. And I'm proud to call him a good friend and mentor and someone who visits the county often. But history is important. It is very important to observe it because history can inform the way we navigate the future. And on this Filipino American History Month, and thank you all for observing this with us all, we want to think about Filipino American futures as well. Right now, at this moment, I think about the first time we were here in October last year. We're in a very different position, right? We live in a very different United States now. Our families are being targeted. When it comes to low-income Filipinos and senior Filipinos, they are losing access to healthcare. We talk about Filipino families who have families of varying immigration statuses. They're being targeted. They're living in fear. They're fearful to go to the grocery stores, bring their kids to schools, to even call law enforcement. Local law enforcement, and that's something that is scary and is harmful to all of us. So I just want to thank the board for meeting the moment, taking the lead, standing up during these next few years. I see it, we all see it, and we appreciate it as people from the Filipino American community. And again, just want to thank the board, and Supervisor Joya called it. I'm going to invite you all to Pinole's Filipino American History Month celebration. It's happening this Saturday, October 11th at 11 o'clock a.m. at the Pinole Senior Center. Filipino food, beverages. I need to say more after that, right? Judge Reyes will be there, and also Larry Itliong's son, Johnny Itliong, who I mentioned previously. He will be there because I'll be issuing Pinole's very first Larry Itliong Day proclamation in his honor. So I'd love to have you all there, and once again, thank you for all you do, board, and thank you to the public for observing this month. Happy Filipino American History Month. Thank you.
Go ahead, Supervisor Joya.
Yeah, just note, Mayor Sasai, thank you not just for being part of history, because you are part of history, but also recounting history, because I think reminding us of all these accomplishments is important. Some of us, we hear these accomplishments for the first time, or we're reminded of them, and especially, the role of Filipino Americans in the labor movement, United Farm Workers. People forget that, or many people didn't know that. Of course, Cesar Chavez acknowledged that, and so it's important. And as you said, we're in a time when immigrant communities, including Filipino Americans, are being targeted. And so thank you for speaking up, speaking out on this and so many other things, and for all of you all of you are part of history, and all of you represent the best in our country, and this is what we need to be doing more of. Thanks for being here and helping us remember history.
Thank you.
Supervisor Carlson.
Good morning. Thanks for being here. But and what John just reiterated and what you shared with us is truly important. But I think it's the courage of our community and leaders like you who are boots on the ground, the face of the community, and I'm just really grateful for that. Celebrating the accomplishments, I also love celebrating the culture. The diversity of our culture in this country is absolutely amazing. If I can make it in my schedule, once you mention food, I'm going to be there Saturday because, again, it's part of that, the commingling of our communities and our world to share and celebrate our cultures, and because we have so many opportunities for that diversity. Again, I'm so proud to celebrate this with you and grateful for your leadership across the Filipino American community. So thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Can I say one thing?
Of course you can. Go ahead.
I just want you to know Filipino Americans have been in Contra Costa County since 1920. Our ancestors worked at the farm camps in Brentwood. They worked at the steel company in Pittsburgh. and they pick walnuts in Walnut Grove. Walnut,
Creek.
California, Walnut Creek.
Yeah.
So again, to the hard workers, we salute our ancestors because they made history here. They opened the doors for we Filipino Americans to be residents of Contra Costa County, to contribute to Contra Costa County, and to be dedicated to Contra Costa County.
Thank you. Supervisor Scales Preston?
Yes, and thank you for sharing that. I was about to share that Pittsburgh history because I'm born and raised in the city of Pittsburgh, and Pittsburgh always just been diverse in my community, and we have a large Filipino American community, from Filipino Americans working at the steel mill, but also being in our military from Camp Stoneman. And so, that tradition continues on. We love our Filipino American celebrations, but we're also very proud of you, Mayor Sasai, and all that you have done, just being a young person and being able to inspire other young Filipino Americans, letting them know that they can do the same thing and being engaged in public service. So, I know I was here last year when Ron Bonta was here, and I got the phone call from you inviting me out to make sure that we come and celebrate you. But just thank you for the work you do, and just thank you all for what you do each and every day in our community.
Chair Anderson?
Yes, I'm so sorry to miss this today because this was something I was looking forward to. And I just last week got a text from Dylan Reyes telling me how things are going at Stanford for him and just how excited he is. And he will do great things, like many of the rest of you who are standing there. And having grown up in Hawaii, Filipino culture was so much a part of my culture growing up as well. And it's been really fun for me to recognize the longstanding history that the Filipino community has made in California, going well over 100 years has been already acknowledged and really establishing California today. So I'm excited that we could do this today, and I'm recognizing Filipino History Month. Happy to have us continue doing it in the future. So thank you for being here.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I think that I love that we can celebrate our diversity, and it's what makes us so American. You know what I mean? It's truly our story, and to not celebrate it is really taking away from us. So I appreciate you doing that. I wish I could get to that food.
Saturday.
Yep. Some of the best food is Filipino food. So thank you for being here. We're going to come down and take pictures. And thank you for coming out. Come on out.
I'm going to take a couple of this and then a couple of this, okay? I'm just looking around. Go ahead. Go ahead. You ready? 1, 2, 3. Okay, and then a couple of these. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Have a good day.